Hello everyone, this is Kelly, where we learn to master our mirror, and just wanted to share with you today on how you can be happy on your twin flame journey. I think one of the things that I see most often is that people are, you know, they want their twin flame, they want their perfect life of love with their divine counterpart, but they want it to be super easy. They want it to be like a seamless communication and a seamless journey of love. And this is what we experience when we are trying to find like a soulmate, someone who is could potentially be a partner, a life partner, but really that person, we're learning to love outside of ourselves. So soulmate relationships are very much about loving that other person over there, okay? But really you feel the love inside your heart. And the love inside your heart is really what you feel for your twin flame. And so you can never truly love another, and that's why a lot of soulmate relationships and a lot of marriages fail, because there's just not enough passion, not enough like internal love to keep it going, and have all these expectations from this other person to make us happy. And obviously sometimes these are not like conscious choices, right? But this is the dynamic of love, is that the love is in an internal place. And so, and so also a big disconnect is realizing that, it's not so much about, let me ground one second here. Thanks for your patience. So a lot of people will really desire their union, and they'll have enough contrast in their life that they'll want support on their union, but not enough contrast to really claim it and choose it and do anything it takes to get there. And this journey is about releasing everything you ever known about love, throwing it out the window, and starting from a clean slate about what does it mean to love yourself. And when you start to create your life from that place of loving, putting the divine first, yourself second, your twin flame, and then everyone else. When you do that, you are going to grow, you're going to ascend, you are going to heal the upsets that have kept you from your financial stability. Or maybe you have a financial stable life, but you really hate your job, or, because it's not built on a foundation of love. And so this is about transformation. The world needs transformation. And so this is really what it's about. And so when you can realize that, you can't unmeet your person, right? You can't undo that. You can't unremember them. And so, a lot of people get stuck in this journey of being like, oh, well, should I choose this path or should I choose that path? Well, the truth is that you're connected to your person energetically, spiritually. Like your consciousness is their consciousness. You have the same consciousness. And so they're showing you what you believe subconsciously by not showing up, by not messaging you, by maybe not being so nice, maybe being a little abrasive. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to put up with that behavior, right? But it does mean that you need to go and do the inner work, and then you'll see your relationship with that person transform. You'll see your relationship with life transform. You'll see your relationship with yourself transform. And that's what this really is about, is empowering you to step into your own divinity. and realizing that you have the power to create your life by every single decision that you make. Okay, are you making that decision out of fear that you won't have the money? Are you making that decision out of the fear that that you won't be loved unless you do ... right? Or are you really truly saying, this is what I desire, and because I desire it, I'm allowed to have it? Yeah, because if you desire it, like, I really believe that that if it's in your heart, if that spark of light is in your heart, it's for you. And that the God source universe wants you to have it. But if you don't have a belief system that aligns with that truth, there's going to be a lot of contrast in your experience. So it's about learning how to raise your vibration, not through, I mean, you can raise your vibration through like nutrition and meditation and exercise and all of these things. But, you know, there's a lot of people who have exercise addictions and they just go to the gym and get high. But that's not the point of exercise, right? Because if you're overusing if you're overdoing something just to get high, you're actually hurting yourself and you're not able to ground in your personal love. I just use that as an example. Something I had to heal was I found nutrition 10 years ago, and I energetically was feeling so good. And I was like, well, if my vibration is so high, if that's true, right? If this nutrition makes me feel so good, then why am I not manifesting like the money that I desire? Because underneath all of that, there were some blocks. There were some underlying beliefs about my self-worth that I had to heal through. And so it's really just saying, hey, okay, I accept where I am now, and then moving forward. And the coaching that I do and that we do at Twin Flames Universe really aligns with law of attraction. You know, the truth is you cannot fake the law of attraction. You can do all of this self-care stuff on the outside, but unless you are truly taking care of number one on the inside, you are going to be disappointed with what you experience. And I'm continually using the mirror exercise in my life to ascend, to grow, to develop, and to create my life. You know, there was a time where I couldn't make my goals. If you said, I will give you $1 million if you make your monthly goal, okay, there was no way I was going to make that goal, because I wasn't I wasn't loving myself in the place that I was hurt. And so because I wasn't loving myself in the place that I was hurt, I didn't actually believe underneath, it was a subconscious belief, that I could be successful. I thought success was for everybody else. And by doing coaching, by doing this work myself, by learning myself how to heal these subconscious patterns, I've been able to give myself a 30% raise between last March and this March. Now keep in mind, I run a ballet school to the public during a global pandemic. And yes, I've had to rebuild my school like 3 times this year. Okay, I got COVID in October, and it was a hot mess. But I bought a really small, affordable coaching program that taught me Facebook ads and how to restructure my financial end of my business. And even with having to rebuild my school 3 times, I've given myself a 30% raise. I have no more students. I have about exactly the same amount as the students as I did last March, before COVID really took away half my school. But I have a 30% raise. Now 30%, that's huge. And I'm financially stable. And so, and this week I've been working on a lot of my financial goals, grounding in them, and I've been really learning how to do my finances in a way, because when you run a business, like there's a lot of investing that goes into my business, and I hadn't been able to navigate that before. Like, how do I navigate what my goals should be? And I just figured it out this month, because I've finally gotten to a financial stable place where I can make goals to make my goals, if that makes sense. Whereas before, I was so far behind my goals that it just wasn't possible to make them. And here it is, like, I made goals on Sunday night, and I've already hit my goal for the week in terms of like the new revenue coming in. And I have so I have a goal, and then I have like an expansion goal. And so I've already met my main goal, and the rest after this is expansion. So that feels really good. And that expansion part, I've never added in. I've always been just trying to make my goal. But I added an expansion goal this week, so that that's the money that I'll be reinvesting back into my marketing and into the products that help me sell my yearly packages. So anyway, so I just wanted to share that, I'm closer to myself than I've ever been, just really honoring myself in a new way. I had a family member, sort of give me a half-hearted invite to his birthday. And I called him out on it. And and we've healed through it, and it's okay. But, essentially he told me that I need to be, less sensitive. And the truth is if I have to be less sensitive, if I have to desensitize myself to be around someone else, then that truly is a cause for concern, and it needs to be addressed. And so I'm not afraid to address these things. I'm not afraid to walk away from relationships, because I am my own best friend, and I don't have to be reliant on my brother, my mom, or anyone else in this journey to help me feel whole, because I am whole 100% from within. And this is always true. We're always whole within. It's just that the experiences that we have make us feel that we aren't. And so it's learning to feel through those moments, and learning how to set boundaries if need to, how to communicate in a way that really honors ourselves. And, it's just a super powerful way to be able to walk into the world and be able to ask and expect to be treated in a certain way, by setting the tone, by deciding what it is that you will and will not allow in your life. And without fear, knowing that I can't lose anything, right? Even if I lost my life, well, I'm an eternal being. Nobody can really, really hurt me, because I'm going to ascend, right? And so, so it's just knowing and grounding that you are your greatest gift. Your existence is your greatest gift. And then everything else is like icing on the cake. Yeah, but every decision that you make, right, you really create your reality based on what you choose. If you choose a life of abundance, if you choose a life with your twin flame, if you choose a life with loving, supportive people, if you choose a life with people who truly value you, it was a hard lesson, but I had to raise my prices to find people who truly honored and respected me. And at this point, no one comes into my school unless they have some sort of investment, because the value that I provide, I value a lot. I bring a lot of value to them. And in that monetary exchange, that value is shown. People respect what they have to pay for. They respect what they invest in. And those people are really investing in their children. They're investing in themselves and their family's growth, right? They're not investing in me. They're investing in themselves. And so, this is the truth. When I invest in my coaches, I'm not investing in my coach, right? She's going to be fine. God's got her, right? I am investing in myself. And so I encourage you, if you're not feeling valued, if you're not feeling supported, if you're not feeling honored and cherished in your union, then this is a sign from the universe through me that it really is about learning to value yourself and investing in yourself, whether that's, like I take really high quality supplements to help my body recover faster, because I do a lot of dancing, do a lot of point work, a lot of big jumps, and I really need that to keep my body supported and well and healthy, and preventative care, right? So, what are the things that you're really desiring that you're not claiming, right? And when you claim it, even by setting these goals this month, I'm claiming that I'm going to have my studio rent at the very beginning of the month. I'm claiming that, and I'm saving throughout the month and making goals to make sure that I attain that for the beginning of the month, because that's going to feel so safe. Like today, I was able to save $200 toward my studio rent for next month, and that makes me feel safe, that I'm not just going to get to the end of the month and just hope that I can pay my bills, right? And so, and yes, I do hope, I do have faith, but it's about setting those goals and choosing. And here it is, like Sunday night, I made an intention to make an extra $500, and I've already made over $300. And this is my goals by Friday. And I think I have a new student coming in on Thursday, and a potential new student who would have registered this week is likely going to register next week. But I'm setting these goals and these intentions, and I'm being able to make them because I set the intention, because I took the time to say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I desire. And also in that, I claimed a $300 ticket to a workshop in Sedona with my very, very dear spiritual gurus, Jeff and Shalia at Twin Flames Universe. I'm going to go celebrate with them on a 2-day weekend in October. I'm super excited. It's in Sedona, and one of the Harmonious Unions in that community is getting married, and they're throwing a huge reception. So I'm even going to be able to experience this beautiful harmonious twin flame union happen with their marriage, and a big reception with my coach and my friends. It's going to be super, super powerful. And they had an early bird special on it. It ended on Sunday, and I added in this month my all of the things that I desired. I added, my studio rent, my home rent, my supplements, my point shoes, I added in all of these things. And this is the first month in a year, ever, that I claimed everything that I wanted, and I had money for everything. And then I was so mad at myself because I forgot to claim my ticket to Twin Flame Ascension School, or not Twin Flame Ascension School, to this event. And I was like, gosh, I know the money's gonna clear tomorrow on Monday, but I hope the special isn't over. I hope the tickets aren't all gone, because they announced this wedding on Sunday. So I'm like, oh my gosh, these tickets are gonna be all gone. I'm so nervous. But I just trusted that if it was meant for me, I'd be able to go and be able to do it. And my money came in, early Monday morning. I was able to claim my ticket, and I'm able to go because I claimed it. I spiritually claimed it. So what are the things in your life that you're just allowing to happen, right? And sometimes, what's that terms like shift or be shifted? And that can be such a scary thing, but usually, you're always supported, right? Even if you have to be shifted, God's going to do it in a compassionate way and help you claim what you desire. because really God wants to give you everything. But if you don't trust spirit, source, universe, whatever you call it, why in the world would you just be given everything you want on a silver platter, right? So anyway, it really is about learning to trust yourself, learning to trust your divinity to create the life that you want by choosing, deciding, claiming, and going after what you want. And that includes your twin flame, because you are one. You absolutely are one. And when you claim your twin flame, they also claim you. I promise. I promise you. On one of my videos, I share a channeled message from Jeff and Shalia, and they, let's see if I have my book. I'll share it. Yeah. So I'll read it again. Because repetition is key. So this is from Jeff and Shalia. It's a channeled message from them, from Spirit, that is, okay, so the numbers 444 is the illusion of the chase, okay, is that you choose together. So if you're seeing the numbers 444, Jeff and Shalia have channeled this, not just that God is with you, right? It's that you choose together. Okay, so if you're seeing the numbers 444, that is a sign for you to choose and claim what you desire, okay, and choose to claim your union, okay? And they shared this very powerful channeled message, and I read this 3 times in the morning and 3 times at night. That was just what I was guided to do. You could claim this once and still have it be true, okay? So it says, I am my twin flame. And whenever I choose to be together in physical reality with my twin flame chooses to be together in physical reality with me. And within just a couple of months of reciting this, energetically, my twin flame just showed up. This was like 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And energetically, I just started to feel him all the time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I would try it and see if you can experience it for yourself. I didn't know. This was my test to the universe. I had no idea if this would work. Nobody knows what will work until you try it, right? And so that's what I did. I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. Who knows? And then it says, I am my twin flame's most perfect divine complement. Whenever I choose my highest physical complement, my twin flame chooses me. I am my perfect love life, my life of perfect love. So I am my perfect love life, my life of perfect love, because you are one with your twin flame. Absolutely, you are one. Your consciousness, your subconscious, it's all the same. And so if you're experiencing contrast in your union, it's because you both, if you do this, if you choose to be with your twin flame, they're also choosing to be with you. Now, there may be some challenges that need to be healed and cleared before it's really compassionate for you to come together. But just know that when you choose each other, and you choose as one. So if you're having doubts, just know your twin flame is having doubts. You reflect each other. And so it's going to those places of doubts. This is a great exercise. Whenever you're having doubt, go into your heart and love this place that's having doubt. Ask yourself, what do I need to feel safe? What do I need to feel that my union is imminent? Okay, and allow what comes to you. And then you give that to yourself energetically. Okay? Because your power lies within you, not in somebody else's card reading. And if that makes you feel better, go for it. I have a lady that I love. I love this lady, Guided by Angels, because she's so positive, and I just love her message. But I don't use her as my source. My source is myself and God. I go inside, and I love that part of me that has doubt. I love that part of me that's upset. and I ask what I need and I give it to myself. And that's essentially the most important part of the mirror exercise. So if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to do so. All right, guys, that's my Tuesday message. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Enjoy it and claim your life. Decide what you want. Make it happen. You can, you will, you are. You're doing it right now by being here for yourself. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you soon.